Good afternoon, everybody. I'm going to let this play first, and then I'll be back. These are the series of visions that I had been talking about, the actual live recording. Bear with me, and I'll talk to you in a minute.
A scroll, and it showed me a truck, and it showed me a pale horse, and before that, I seen Thoth, Zahudi. Then I seen a bird with a beak, like him. Goldfish, cat's eye, canvas, blank canvas, wings, angels, address, address, move, teddy bear. Oh my goodness. Fire. Fire like an app, and a bird opened its mouth and it fell out. It's a warble. School. Little red school. Oh man. A little house on the prairie. A face coming up from the smoke. Triangle with rays of light. Madness. Descent. Spinning black hole. Rainbow-like colors with a phoenix outlined. Nostrils flaring, face getting perked. I feel a V over my face. turning into Aries horns. Wind, fire, flames like wind. A long shaft with a ladder. Twin flames. Twin flames. At the head of a giant room, I don't know. Giant cloud of flame, plume of flame that's just engulfing everything. Laugh now, cry later. The flame is still spreading. The cloud is still spreading. It's engulfing everything right up, like expanding. Scale, measurement. A mallard duck. Getting sucked in. Butterfly opened in space in like a computer like program kind of simulation. Oh, whitish, bluish, light bluish, neonish, glowing. Vector came to me. A heart. Going back into the V sign that looks like the head of a phoenix and an eagle. An eraser flying over the land and the sea. A hand. White and black. A paper towel holder. A fork. Fishing lure. A spider. An ant. A cicada. Oh, that might be a locust. Four marks on a beetle's back. They're demonizing you. an owl into a face. Everything is splitting apart. I'm looking at a reflection of me that's shiny, outlined, vague. Carl Sagan. Soul type thing with a head and arms at the top and bottom pointing up and down. If they go both ways, a parrot. Dragon. Wheel of Fortune. Masks and guns. Dog. Looks like a great dog. A big dog. Australia. Yellow and black. House symbol or coat of arms. Yellow and black with a black line, I think. It's got like 2 antennas or something. Automated animal type thing, I don't know, with its ears twitching. Done.
Good afternoon, everybody. What you just heard was recorded in the first week of November. I'm going to try to basically go through and decipher the different messages and my interpretation of them. As I stated previously, that this is the first series of, I guess, so to say, visions that I had. I started receiving messages consecutively, and I decided to put my voice recorder on my phone, and the first couple that I had recited were from memory, and then I basically go into it. So I just listened to the clip again for the first time since the first day or two that I recorded it, and wow. So just a couple little explanations of a few things. For example, the address thing. The way I seen it was like a woman's dress, and I seen it in my mind's eye and said it out loud into the recording, and I said a dress. And as I understood what I was saying, a dress, a dress, a dress. address. And that was followed by move, move, move. And I was given the town name. And I took it out because it's just but coincidentally enough, my wife heard this, and about a few days later, she comes home from work and says, "You're not going to believe this. It was on the computer today, pulling something up for, a program at work, and this pop-up popped up, and this place that I was given was listed as one of the safest places in the world." And it's ironic, we'll say. And she just couldn't believe it. So anyway, there was multiple other things. I'm not going to go through and break every individual thing down, but you can get a pretty good idea from the things that you can understand. Now, like I said, these were the prevalent thoughts that came into my mind without me thinking. So this wasn't me sitting there thinking of things to say. The funny part about it is at the end, when I went to save it, I just pressed, I went to type in symbols, and the name that came, the auto text, basically kept filling in the line afterwards. So it went symbol, so I clicked OK, and then it suggested Sydney, and then I clicked OK, and then it suggested morning, then I clicked, I kept doing it, and it suggested Sydney Morning Herald Tribune. So I went and looked that up, and I really, there's just so many things that it is so hard to remember every single detail and the exact line of events and the sequence that they happen in. But this is pertinent. So looking up the Tribune, or the Sydney Morning Tribune, I was led to something with Apophis and Typhon. When you look up Apophis and Typhon, you find the definition of Apophis as the serpent jet stream. And it says cosmic chaos, dust, breeze, and a hazed red sun rendered the jet stream highly visible to ancient cultures. It was known as R-E'-S's perennial adversary, Apophis. And Typhon is the offspring of Gaia and Tartarus. And it's basically a message about the jet stream and Gaia. And I just think that's a highly something is going on with the jet stream, and this vision was before this serpent shaped wave that went through the one readout that they had talking about this mystery wave that had hit the planet, not the reversal of the magnetopause, but the wave that showed up on the sensors that was in the it looked like a sound wave, and it looked like a serpent, and it was representing, and it was a diagram of the jet stream. So I've seen that before, and a number of these events that I said in this sequence of visions have already come to fruition. I've seen, and I speak of the dragon also in this string, and I later received this message of the Chinese woman with the dragon in front of her face, followed by the man, or the mask that a doctor would wear during the Black Plague, the one that looked like a bird beak. And when I say in the beginning, Thoth and then Tahuti, I was seeing that image of the bird beak, the long, skinny beak for Tahuti. And as I stated in earlier videos, Thoth and Christ speak to me, along with my elder, the Indian that I spoke of. And I then seen, unrelated to this, a baboon that I looked up, and I was surprised to find that a lot of times Thoth was represented. The baboon represents Thoth, and I mean, just go Google it and look it up. And that was, another thing that was pretty mind blowing. But the gist of the messages that I've been getting is that something is going to occur with Australia. Something's occurring with the jet stream. Something's occurring with China. Something to do with this dragon. And the outbreak, I guess, of some sort of plague or something of that nature. And when I initially had got this plague vision, I told my friend, and he came and showed me. The following day, he came and told me. He said, "Holy shit, check this out!" And he showed me this message that he got on Facebook that talked about do not open mail. That women are being sent samples with some sort of chemical or something that kills you, and all this crazy stuff. Now I don't know if it was real or not, but the point is the following day after I had told him about this vision, he had got that message, and it was going around Facebook, and he was like, check this out, because I had said that the day before, so he had brought that in and said, take a look at this. So that was a confirmation, whether the message on Facebook was correct or not. It's the confirmation of the event. A lot of times confirmation comes, and you'll be watching a commercial and you'll see something that's relative, or you'll be out in public and somebody will walk up to you and say something, or the craziest thing. Everything that you do everything that happens for a reason. It's not by coincidence. So every action that takes place, if you're starting to see the things manifest, after you see them, they're indicators, to you that it's confirmation. So along with that, I looked up the dictionary definition of herald, and it says a sign that something will happen, an official messenger, or a royal or official messenger, especially one representing a monarch in ambassador capacity during wartime. So herald meaning what is to be a sign that something important and often good is starting to happen or make something else. And then here's the herald blew his trumpet and shouted that the king was dead. And there's just these striking I don't even know the word for it, but in any sense, I was given before this I was sitting and I had the word Perth pop into my mind. Perth is how I would sound it out to spell it. So I hadn't heard the word Perth before. So I went and Googled it, and I went through the results, and I seen a couple for a boy's name, Perth, which it is Irish, and it means from or of the briar bush. That was interesting, and I kept going down, and I seen Perth, Australia, and I was like, I kept going further, and I seen the rune, something about Perth and runes. So I went and did some research on that, and it says, let me just. Perth, the rune of chance, mystery, and science. Here's one. It says, the beginning and end are set. What's in between is yours. Nothing is vain. All is remembered. Perth throw, literally unknown. Esoteric, the Norns, fate, lot cup. Rune of fate in the unmanifest. Rune of probability in the role of luck in the evolutionary process of the all things. Universe at play. PSI, coincidence, living with the unknown, the art and magic of guessing, pattern recognition, and prophecy. Wow, I didn't see this one before. Energy, evolutionary force, luck, nothingness, the unborn, the unmanifest. Mundane, gambling, random occurrences, guessing. Divination, good omen, knowledge of orlog, fellowship and joy, evolutionary change or doom, psychological or emotional addictions, stagnation, loneliness, and unknowability. Doom is the way in which the uncontrolled aspects of our self conspire in our destiny. It does not necessarily mean death. Perception of the layers of Orlog and Weird, W-Y-R-D, the word in Irish, which is like similar to the logos. Manipulation of cause and effect, placing runic forces in the stream of Nornic law. Alteration of probability and dependence on luck, the creation of favorable circumstances. Chance, gambling, divination, and the art of guessing. This is pretty amazing. I hadn't read these, and it's been a while. It's been almost 2 months now, or maybe a little bit longer. Okay, that's just. There's a lot more. If you want to go check it out, look up the rune Perth. Spiritually, Perth suggests the disclosure of a secret. It could also refer to pregnancy and birth. Perth is linked with the sensible and moderate enjoyment of sexuality because of the mystery surrounding it. Common sense and prudence are called for in the interpretation of Perth. The color of Perth is black. The element is water. The polarity is female. Associated gods are Frigg. Astrological correspondence is Saturn. The Wheel of Fortune card is the reasonable match. Now, as I said in that other vision, the Wheel of Fortune, and it's just one thing after another. I mean, it's quite amazing when I see all the synchronicities that take place. So, I got this funny, little crazy story from the past couple days. I was at my buddy's house, and I sat down next to him and I had this vision in my mind of a pane of glass with the corner sticking down, and I had the impression of it breaking. Then I seen it was a crossbow that was pointed at a 90-degree angle towards the sky or heaven or whatever, and followed directly by, it looks like a piece of glass with a hole that was freshly blown or melted. And I said to him, I just had this crazy vision of this piece of glass, and I explained the whole thing, and then he cut me off and he said, that was me last night. I'm like, what do you mean? He's like, I was cleaning the refrigerator, and I took the panes of glass out of the shelves to clean it, and I set the corner on a mug, and the mug chipped, and I thought I had broke the corner. And I literally, was like, holy shit, are you serious? And it's something that it seems, irrelevant, and to me it was just, more confirmation. And I literally sat next to him and perceived that event, perceived that energy. And it's kind of similar to a few weeks ago. I had some friends that were outside looking at the Big Dipper, and before I had been there, and I had came, and we were sitting in the living room, and I blinked, and I seen the Big Dipper in my mind, and I said out loud, wow, I just blinked and seen a picture of the Big Dipper. I often say out loud when I see something, because, to see if anybody can, has anything to say. So, they were like, what? That's crazy. We were literally just outside in the backyard looking at the Big Dipper earlier before you got here. And I was like, no way, but just sitting down with them, the information came to me. So I had an even crazier situation happen yesterday. So I have this situation going on, and I literally I had this feeling, and I started going to do something, and I had this song in my head, take me out to the ball game, take me out to the crowd. So I don't know where it came from or why I started humming it, but as I finished it, I understood it, and the last words were, "'Cause it's 1, 2, 3 strikes you're out," and that was my message. And as soon as I said that, I just thought to myself, "Holy shit!" And I immediately went out and told my wife, we gotta go, and we did, and something was averted that was pretty amazing. And she calls me the next day and says, how the hell do you do this? And it turns out I was 100% right. Anyway, this video is kind of on the fly. I wanted to go more in depth and cover a lot more things, but I felt it was necessary just to get it up with the most pertinent synchronicities, and give you the basis of the chain of things that I've seen, because they, like I said, they're from the first week of November, and here we are going into February. So if you have any feedback on things that you heard in the beginning, or things that you may be able to point out that I may have missed, I welcome your comments and feedback. And I have another video that I'll be working on later on tonight with some interesting things that I found that I believe people will be interested in. And also, I've been working on this book for the past few weeks. I felt compelled to basically write a in-depth, step-by-step guide to being able to use this ability for the average person, and a lot of facts and an explanation of a lot of things, such as the evolution of a soul that I witnessed, and the general principles of how things work. And I mean, just it's, in my opinion, this is honestly one of the greatest works that will be published. I read over it, and it's as if something wrote through me, because the information that is revealed is just unbelievable. And you know, I basically used some of the most cutting edge research that is now available to us, to explain a lot of things for those people that need proof of everything. So if you're interested in getting a copy when it's released, send me an email at divinevigilant@gmail.com, and I will keep you updated as to the release date. All I can say is this book is going to change a lot of things, provided there's enough time to reach enough people. Regardless, the information that it contains is invaluable. This is the culmination of everything that has been shown to me, and it's just it's something altogether just amazing. And I guarantee this is not like any other book that you have read, and this will, without a doubt, change your life and change your view on life. And the purpose of it is to plug as many people in to, a higher understanding as possible. So, like I said, if you're interested, send me an email, and I will be uploading another video as soon as possible. So stay vigilant and stay tuned.